a dog and it falls through. At the last minute it falls through. I'm sure this is a scenario that you can imagine. It happens kind of fairly regularly. Okay, so when a situation happens, now we have some choices, and I'm going to guide you through. Just stay with me as I guide you through this to understand. Imagine this to be an emotional dartboard, where our emotions land. So there are a number of things along the top. So they're facts, they're things that happen that we all agree are a fact. There's possibilities and there's uncertainties, and we have a choice on whether we accept or reject them. So if we look at a fact, so that first example, so the foster home has fallen through and we don't have a home now for the dog. So the fact it's fallen through, so we have two options here. We can accept or reject that fact. So, and I'm not saying we need to immediately accept it, but initially what we will do definitely is we'll reject that fact. We'll be frustrated, we'll be pissed off, we'll be upset, and we're in the mood of resentment. We're angry about something, things that we cannot change, that we don't accept. We're in resentment, we're angry about. Lockdown, classic example. We were angry and resentful about it. It was a fact. We had to be in our houses from whatever it was, that 27th of March, 1946 or 20 or whatever, a long time ago. It feels like it's not 2020, was it?
Yeah. We were essential services. We had to go to work.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so that bad example. So something's happened, we can accept or reject it. We reject it, we're in resentment, we're in anger. If we accept it, we're in the mood of acceptance. Once we're in the mood of acceptance, then we can do something about it. Then we can start to see our way past the problem. We go into a problem-solving mood. So that's how we deal with facts. If we look at possibilities, so now the same situation, the foster home has fallen through. If we reject, nothing's going to help, it happens all the time, I just knew it would happen, we're in the mood of resignation. We feel helpless. And this happens so often with the situations that you're faced with on a daily basis. You feel that there's absolutely no possibility. We reject possibilities. Nothing will help. If we accept these possibilities, we move into the mood of ambition. And when we're in the mood of ambition, then great things are possible. We're thinking that blue sky approach. I can phone this person, I can try this, I can do that. Sorry, I'm going to pause here. The reason why I'm sharing this with you, so that you can understand your own emotions, but also that we can understand other people's emotions around us, because we're not always going to be in the same place. But if we can feed off each other's reactions and emotions and know, okay, that person's in resignation, that person's in that space, I'm going to leave them for a bit, let me help them through it, I'm going to make a choice to be in a different mood, to make it work, because sometimes that's what we need when we're working in teams. Different moods, different places. Okay, so that's around possibility. If we're in, and I know you're taking this down, we will, I'll ask Karen to email this or send it on the WhatsApp group to everybody. Then if we're looking at uncertainty, so if we reject uncertainty, then we're in a place of anxiety. So we don't like uncertainty, we don't accept it, it doesn't happen. Anxiety is probably the most prevalent mood in our society today. We all live in anxiety for something or another. What's going to happen? I mean, how many people were anxious last Saturday night? That uncertainty, what was going to happen in the last 2 minutes of that game? I mean, but long-term anxiety makes us sick. It drives up our cortisol, our adrenaline, and it actually makes our bodies sick. Then we've got acceptance. So acceptance, if we accept uncertainty, so we're accepting uncertainty, we don't know what's going to happen, we don't know how it's going to go. That example of a dog coming in and we don't know how that journey for that animal is going to be, and it ends up being, okay, finds a wonderful home, then we're in the mood of curiosity, and anything is possible. Does this make sense? So it's a very simple framework to see where are we in terms of our emotions, and then start to unpack it. So if I'm sitting with this emotion, what is the feeling? And as soon as we know we're feeling angry, then we go, okay, where does anger come from? So anger comes from, there's a fact that I'm not accepting. Is there a different way that I can look at this fact? Can I learn to accept this fact? Because some things we can't change. Some things will remain where they are, but we will continually fight against them. So we almost create our own frustration, our own anger. It kind of is self-sustaining. And we want to, what the purpose of this is, we want to realize that we have choices, that we can move through different emotions. Also to say that there's no good or bad emotions. Emotions are just information. They're just telling you something. They're telling you what you feel about a situation. Great, I'm angry, I'm resentful, I'm in resignation, I feel anxiety around it. It's giving, your nervous system is giving your brain information about what you're feeling. Once you understand it, once you know what it is, awareness is the first thing. Then you can move away from that and say, okay, now I have a choice. Do I want to stay there? Great, stay there. But how is that serving me? How is that serving the people around me? Could I maybe look at another option? Okay, are there any questions on this?